Hi everybody, welcome back to the pod. It's been a minute, and I feel like we said that last time, but life is lifing. And I feel like this is relatable. Everyone goes through these like really weird times where like you're grinding at something and then like a bunch of shit just happens all at once and then you're still kind of doing it, but like it's almost like something at the back of your mind as opposed to something like at the front of your mind and a priority. And that's kind of what's been happening, but we're still showing up and we're still here and we're trying to like, you know, actually, I do want to make a point about something that this reminds me of. Last night I was at a wedding and someone came up to me and they were like, I love your podcast. I was like, really? Thanks. And they're like, yeah, like just keep doing it. Like keep doing your podcast. Like don't stop. And they're like, I actually listen to it. Like I usually just scroll away from things, but like I actually listen when you guys come on. So keep doing it. Like don't stop doing it. I was like, oh. And the drinks were flowing, but I feel like drunk words are sober thoughts.
It makes me happy when people say that. We've, like, to Sam's point, I think your side hustle or like your side business or what you're doing on the side always gets pushed behind when things happen in life that are big, which sucks. And like me, to be transparent, because we're being totally honest on this podcast, because that's what we're all about. We have had discussions where it's like, where the fuck, like, where are we going with this? What are we doing? Sometimes we have two different visions of like what we want. Like, do we stop doing it? But then even this weekend, I've had people like, I love the podcast. It's great. Like, but when people ask, like, how is your podcast? Like, makes me happy that, like, it's ours. Obviously don't want to stop it. But again, things get in the way. And I think especially when you work with, like, a sibling or a friend or, like, someone close to you, it's like, there's always that little bit of, like, okay, what you want versus what I want. But it feels good to be back, I guess. So let's get straight into things. Monthly update. I'll talk about mine for a little bit first. I went to Nashville last weekend, which was super fun. I went for a bachelorette. I would not go back. Like people like hyped it up and I was like, it's fun, but like I don't think I'd go back to Nashville. I think like I did it. It was 46 degrees Celsius. It was so hot. The fried chicken wasn't the best fried chicken. Everyone's like, yeah, Nashville fried chicken. Wasn't that great. Maybe it's just me. I like my fried chicken crispy. I want to bite into a piece of fried chicken.
You know what it is?
And
I feel like
crunch.
when you go to spots like that now that are so popular for certain things, it's almost like it goes down the drain because like they're so heavy on tourists and shit that like they're just trying to pump it out. You have to go to like Hole in the Walls. You have to go to like Tennessee.
You gotta go to like the locals, like,
not Nashville. You have to go like.
But I have a funny story. So obviously my flight was, we were like in the Air Canada strike realm, but like we got there. But my oh my God, I can't even speak. My flight going there was really early. So my friend Vic got her seat first. And I walked in. I had like the most RBF, like just like so annoyed and tired. Until I look up at Vic. I didn't even see who was beside her. I look up at Vic and she looks at me like this, just smiling. And I look beside her and my face automatically, I was like, the hottest man I have ever seen in my life was sitting beside me on the plane. But my face, she's like, I wish I recorded you because you went from like being miserable to automatically like intrigued in like 3 seconds. He was so hot. He was like Scottish, I think. And he offered to put my bag on top of the thing. He's like, can I put your bag? And I was like, huh?
That's how he spoke?
I don't know. I was like, what? He's like, can I put your bag? I'm like, okay. But he was asleep the whole time. That made me think I hate sitting beside hot people on planes. I hate it. I feel like I can't.
How many times do you sit beside hot people on planes?
There's been a few times, but like I just don't.
No, you know what the worst is?
It's like you can't like. I want to like be ugly and put my feet up. I feel like I just had to like. I didn't know.
You know what the
head.
worst is? If you're someone like me, and I'll like tell my plane story next. If you're someone who's like not great on planes and like you have to run to the bathroom to either like throw up or do whatever else, and like there's like young people on the plane or like people like your age and they see you go to the bathroom like 12 times and they're just like,
that's not as bad.
I don't know.
Like
I still get kind of embarrassed.
But anyways, yeah, that was funny. And then what else happened? Nothing really happened there. The Uber drivers in America are they're different. Everyone has a story. Everyone has like here in Canada, it's like
they're quiet.
They're quiet. No one talks. It's like whatever. It's like you get me there. They all have some story. This guy was complaining about how he hated his wife, literally. And then he gets into like a little bit of a traffic incident. And instead of beeping like a normal person, he gets out of the car and starts like threatening this girl. And I was like, what the hell? And then he had a holy Bible beside him, which I was convinced was empty and had like a Glock in it. I'm convinced. Like, why you have it beside you?
Yeah, it's kind of sketch.
He had a backpack in the back seat. He was like, it's not supposed to be here. He's just putting it away. I was like,
what the fuck?
You are a serial killer. Like, you are
That happens in
So,
LA too. Like people would just like tell stories about most of them. Most of the Uber drivers that we like were with in LA were telling us about how they were in LA to like pursue a dream
oh
or
yeah.
something. Anyways, yeah, continue.
No, it was fun. Nashville was fun. And then we go to Vegas in 10 days. So,
I went on a last minute trip to Chicago for Lollapalooza for work. It was fun. Um, guys, you know, like if you're a listener of this podcast, you know I am deathly afraid of planes. However, I actually think exposure therapy helps.
yeah, it does.
Like everyone talks about exposure to the therapy, and I'm like, what do you want me to do? Sit on more planes and I'll get less scared? Yeah. I went to LA, and then 2 weeks later I went to Chicago. But I didn't find out I was going to Chicago until the day before. Like literally the day before, like I found out that I was like for sure going on this flight. So I was like, oh my God, I have to go on a flight. I don't have like the prescription from the doctor to help me with my anxiety. Like I don't have like all my comforts, you know what I mean? So I was like, hey, like what do I do? And I just raw dogged it. I just went on the flight and it was fine. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, the flight to Chicago was fucked. It was fucked. The plane landed in like a crosswind
She was
landing.
messaging me. She was like, ask ChatGPT if this is normal. Ask ChatGPT if that's
Yeah,
normal.
because I had Wi-Fi on the plane, but you only had Wi-Fi for text messaging. And actually, a tip: if you can get Wi-Fi on the plane and you're afraid of planes, ask ChatGPT as it's happening. Like when I was going to LA, I would ask ChatGPT because I had full Wi-Fi. Hey, like, this Airbus, it was an Airbus. I'm like, this Airbus A3, whatever, is making a rattling sound. What is it? And it would be like, this is the hydraulic, da, da, da. It's normal. And it actually makes you feel better.
Yeah.
ChatGPT is not a therapist, but like for those sorts of things, like I feel like it actually like really helps.
Exposure therapy is true. Also in Nashville, a song came on that like reminded me of like my ex relation. I was like, oh fuck, like kind of annoying. I'm drunk, like whatever. And it kept coming on every single night we were there. It came on. By the end of the trip, I was like, doesn't even faze me.
Yeah.
Exposure therapy. Okay, I have some things I want to talk about because I've been wanting to rant. I realized when I was in Nashville.
Sorry, before we go there, can we just talk about one other thing on the plane since we're talking about planes?
Yeah.
I have a pet peeve. People sitting on the aisle seat and sleeping the whole time. Like
That's a you issue. Like you
How is that
gotta
me
ask them
issue?
to move.
no. But like you're in the aisle seat and you're sleeping the entire time. Like
It's not their fault, Sam. They're tired.
but
It's
like,
on
you're in the
you. It's on
aisle.
you to be like,
If
hey,
I
excuse
get an
me.
aisle seat, if I get an aisle seat, I am aware. Like I have enough awareness that there's two other people beside me
No,
who I have to
everyone's
get up.
on their own. Everyone's for themselves in the plane. Like they want to be as comfortable as possible, and I really don't blame them, honestly. If I can be comfy without like being in someone else's space, I'll do it. That's up to you.
Another
to be,
thing,
to go to the
people who stand up, like why are you standing up? Like when the
randomly?
plane stops. No, when the plane stops and you're like landed and you're ready to go, and they're just like standing up in the aisle, like
They
sit
want to
down.
be the first one.
No, but it doesn't work like that. Like you're just like making it like claustrophobic. Sit the fuck down. That annoys me.
Yeah,
Being like a world traveler now, I'm like realizing.
world traveler.
Yeah.
It's 2 places in America.
I know, but I just feel like I'm going to Vegas in 2 weeks and I'm going to New York in like a
America.
week after
You're
that. I know.
traveling America.
I'm literally traveling America, but still like
Okay, one thing I realized when I was in Nashville is I need nonverbal time. I don't know if it's a sign of
oh my god,
something.
you know what? That's so weird because that's what we were talking about in Chicago.
Okay,
We
listen.
literally called it we would be like, okay, one sec, we're gonna go do some nonverbal time.
No.
And like don't talk to
I
me.
need nonverbal time. I was so overstimulated to the point where like I just need to be in my like in bed or alone and not fucking speak to anybody. And some people will take that as like I'm being a bitch or I'm not being like I just need nonverbal time. It recharges my social battery. Otherwise, I will become a bitch. I will visibly be grumpy and like agitated if I don't have that time to like shut off my brain and stop like speaking to people.
That's the same with me. Like when I'm in settings where I feel like I have to my social even at weddings, when I'm in any setting where I feel like my social battery needs to be at 100, I need to take time. Like I will go to the bathroom
Yeah,
for like 10 minutes and just like sit on the toilet, like with my dress on. Like I'll just sit there and just be like, okay, I just need a fucking second. And as I get older, it gets worse. Not worse, but like it gets like more necessary. Like you said something the other day. You said that someone said to you that I only spoke if I'm spoken to.
Yeah.
And I've been like thinking about that a lot. Like I only speak if I'm spoken to. One, I don't think that's true at all. I think that like if I have something to say, I'll say it. But two, I also like was low key a little bit offended. Like almost like is that person saying that? Like I don't know. Like saying, oh, you only speak if you're spoken to, or like saying that like I don't speak unless like someone else talks to me, I felt like, oh, is that like, am I rude? But I actually don't think that's it. I think I just conserve my energy and I think that's okay. Like if I am not trying to have a conversation, or like I don't feel like I'm gonna have a productive conversation and I don't have the energy to do it, then I'm not gonna do it. And I feel like that's good. And I feel like that's growth, because me before, I would just try and appease people and talk just to talk.
Yeah.
And like if someone like thinks that comes off as rude, I honestly kind of don't care anymore, because like I there's so much going on in my life. Like I just need to preserve my energy, and like I'm okay with that.
I like that too sometimes. In conversations, I won't speak. I'll just observe and listen. And then if I want to add something, I'll add it in. Oh, sorry, guys, my phone's going off. Yeah, I just don't speak anymore to speak. Like, I'll observe, I'll listen. Then if I have something to add to it, like, I'll add in a conversation. But I never want to come off as rude, as if, like, I'm not excited about, like, the conversation. It's just, like, I need some nonverbal time. So that's one realization. Another thing that I've realized is this is my pet peeve now, my pet peeve, because people's manners in the world have like depleted. Like no one knows human decency and
Yeah.
manners anymore. Everybody farts in public these days. Like it is so fucking annoying and disgusting.
You've never farted in public?
I have not ever. And if I did, it's silent and it doesn't smell. I make sure of it.
How do you fucking make
No,
sure that
no,
your
I make
fart
sure,
doesn't-
like, you know when your farts will smell. Like, sorry. So, first of all, at the gym is vile.
Oh my god.
In the woman's room, someone fucking toots. Like, it stinks. Everyone's working out, and then she just walks away. And I know
How do you
exactly
know?
who it was. I knew exactly who it was. Like, you're really gonna fucking fart at the gym when people are working out and then
The
just walk
worst-
away?
the
There's
worst-
a bathroom
the
5
worst-
minutes away.
The worst is farting in hot yoga.
Like, who does that? Like,
that
actually, who does that?
That is vile.
Like, I get it. Your body's releasing. Like, farting is normal. Everybody. Like, no one has to be ashamed of it.
Okay,
But, like,
you do not fart in hot yoga. Like that is like
Listen to another
vile.
one.
I did not pay
Listen to another one.
$45 to do hot yoga or hot Pilates to smell someone
another
else's
one.
ass.
In our neighborhood, I'm getting the mail. There's this man ahead of me. He toots. I thought, I was actually walking behind him. He toots like loud.
Like, you heard it?
Like loud. I was like, okay, poor guy. Like, he probably doesn't know. But he kept doing it. He was just releasing his gas, and I was behind him. And he looks back at me. I'm like, ew. Like, I literally gave him a look, and he kept walking, and he kept fucking farting. I literally wanted to punch him in the face. Like, stop farting. Like, I'm behind you.
So why do you walk
I
the
just
other
walked.
way?
I walked. No, I was going to home. I was walking like towards my house. So I literally passed him. I look at him with the most disgusted face, and he didn't care. He
Yeah, like
he
it's
didn't
not
care in the
disgusting.
world.
Like cool. Like I've definitely gone on
No, it's
walks.
disgusting. I'm sorry.
I've gone on walks to release myself. Like I have. But
Okay,
like
that sounds like you're doing something else.
I've gone on walks to like, let it out.
But not with someone behind
But,
you.
like, if someone's there-
okay, listen. If I farted and I was like, I farted, and then I'd be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, I would be like, I'm so sorry. Like I didn't know you were there, and then I wouldn't keep farting. Like I would keep going. Anyways, biggest pet peeve.
That's actually leading me to my fucking realization that people are fucking rude. I got kicked out of the sauna at my gym.
Because you're taking a video.
No. I told Fran I got kicked out of the sauna, and she tried to guess a bunch of reasons why I got kicked out of the sauna. Keep in mind, I've been going to this gym for years, okay? Like, I basically opened the gym. Like, I went to that gym when it opened, and I brought so many people there. Like, honestly, they should give me commission at this point. But I've gone to the sauna many times in the gym. Like, I put on my, like, slides, and I go to the sauna after my workout. So there's a bunch of ladies in the sauna, which don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on people sitting their bare ass on that wood in
Their
the
legs
sauna.
wide open.
Okay, so there
Their
was
tits out and everything.
I'm not laughing at these people. It's just like you guys are gonna like die when you see why I got kicked out of the sauna. So I'm in the sauna, okay? There's a bunch of ladies in there. Usually they're like older. Some of them were younger, but like it was in the middle of the day, so it's more of like the older crowd, right? And one of the workers, which she was being very bitchy too. Like she was like very bitchy. Opens the door. I had headphones on, right? Opens the door. You can't be in here. You need to get out of the sauna. I had no clue. I was like, there ain't no way she's talking to me. So I just like didn't look at her. She's like, excuse me. And I'm like, I took off my headphones. I'm like, are you talking to me? Like I literally like there's people like there's 10 other people in here that she in my head would most likely be talking to. And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, why? She was like, you either have to be in a bathing suit or have a
What
towel.
were you in? Leggings?
I was in leggings and a
I
sports bra.
always go with
I
leggings and
know.
sports
I was
bra.
in leggings and a sports bra.
But I don't feel comfortable being half naked in here.
And my sweater, like I had a sweater under my ass, but I was wearing leggings, okay? I get the towel part, right? So I was like, okay, I'll go get my towel. She's like, yeah, but you need to be in a bathing suit. And I'm like, I literally said this in front of all these people in the sauna. I was like, what? I've been coming to the sauna like this like for years. She was like, yeah, the rules are actually right here on the wall. You either need to have a towel or be in a bathing suit. And I'm like,
What the
okay.
hell?
So it was so I was like, okay, I had to like suck up my pride. It was most embarrassing because like you're kicking me, you're literally escorting me out of the sauna. Like she was waiting for me to leave in front of people. And so I walked out and I was like, I don't understand why you just did that. I literally come in the sauna like this all the time. And she was like, yeah, it's the rules, sorry. And I'm like, I've been coming to this gym for years. Like, what do you mean? She, yeah, it's just the rules. Sorry. Like, it's right here.
Someone definitely complained about you.
Someone complained because I've done that so many times. But then you know what the craziest
Why
part
is
is?
just like I don't feel comfortable wearing a bikini?
This
or
is what I
a
was. No,
towel.
I literally want to talk to the manager. I'm being a Karen. I don't care. I tried to call the head office of this gym, and no one answered. But I think I'm going to talk to the general manager because it's really it's bothering me. You know when something just bothers you because it's not right. And let me tell you why too. There was numerous women in there in bathing suits. How are you telling me that it's more sanitary that Jane over here is wearing a fucking one piece?
Oh, maybe because your bacteria.
A one piece bathing suit. Jane is wearing a one piece bathing suit with like her bare like butt cheeks sitting on the wood, bare feet, legs open just like this, and I am fully clothed in my leggings, sitting on something on the wood. How is that more sanitary? What is the difference? How? Then there was a girl sitting beside me. She was wearing biker shorts and a sports bra. What is the difference?
Yeah.
And like, what if your religion or your values don't allow you to wear a bathing suit in public? Like,
it's true.
I actually did not understand. It was almost like she was like picking on me or like someone complained about me for like a very specific reason. I was so upset, guys. Like, I was so fucking upset. I went to I was like shaking. I was shaking. I was so pissed, bro. Especially because she was like bitchy and it was embarrassing. So I went to the front because like they know me there. Like, I went to one of the guys who sees me there all the time. And I was like, I just want to say, like, what that girl did. And he's like, what girl? I was like, her. She was like walking past. She was like, I was like, her. She just kicks me out of the sauna. I'm like, I've been coming to this gym for years. I'm like, you see me coming here all the time. I'm like, I wasn't aware that I needed to be in a bathing suit and or have a towel. I'm like, there's literally people in there in biker shorts and a bra. Why the fuck didn't they get kicked out?
What do you say?
He was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, yeah, like, that is super weird. He couldn't do anything about it. He wasn't a manager, but like I think I might say something. Like get me a couple free months at the gym. It's actually annoying because I've been going there for so long.
Why didn't you ask for a manager?
It was almost like how dare you? You know what I mean? It was like a how fucking dare you moment. I'm not saying that I'm entitled, but I just don't. If anyone else knows why, feel free to let me know. But like I could not figure out why like Joe, Dick, and Harry over here are either bare-assed or they're in biker shorts and they could stay in there, but I was wearing leggings and a sports bra, had to leave. No sense. And I was wearing slides. Like, it wasn't like I was barefoot.
I go
and half of them are barefoot.
all the time. I also go there with my sneakers on. I take my sneakers off.
That's pretty bad.
I take my sneakers off before, take my socks off outside, and then I go. Like, I don't even have slides.
I was flabbergasted, guys. Like, I was like, I did not just get kicked out of this fucking sauna. And like, even at Club Well, like, you go there in your leggings. Like, why do you need to be in a fucking bathing suit?
It makes
it makes no sense. And like, just knowing that someone in that sauna probably complained about me and the satisfaction they got when I got kicked out.
Yeah. You should go to the manager. You should be a Karen. I always make fun of Karens, but honestly, like...
I get it. As I get older, I get the Karens.
You need to, like, go after what you deserve and what
There's
you
two
need.
types of Karens, okay? There's two types of Karens. There's the Karens who are advocating for what they think the general rules are. And then there's the Karens who advocate for themselves. That's me. I'm a advocate for myself.
Rule.
I'm not, if I see someone breaking a rule...
Oh, yeah, I'm not.
I don't... Unless it's like dangerous.
Or like illegal.
Like illegal. Like
illegal.
If we're on a plane and I see someone fucking vaping, I'm like, this guy's vaping. I don't know if is that allowed? No, probably.
You can't vape.
Whatever. Like if I see someone doing something, I'll be like, listen, this guy's doing that. Like I'll be a Karen in that sense if I feel like it's a danger or like whatever. But I'm not gonna go and be like, this person is in leggings. They need to leave the sauna. Like those are the rules.
Yeah, like
meanwhile, this person's in biker shorts, but they can stay. Like I would never do that. Let the girl fucking enjoy her sauna session. I actually want to talk about a little story time that me and Fran both have for you. And this is about the importance of knowing your worth, advocating for yourself, and not having imposter syndrome. Be confident in what you know that you can bring. Because no matter who it is, they will fuck you over. Like
Especially as a small creator.
everyone will do what's best for them. And you know what? I work in the industry too. Like I work in like influencer marketing, brand marketing. I do contracts for creators. Like I'm like very heavily involved in it. So I'm almost like I know this already, but friend and I got excited. So basically what had happened was at the beginning of summer, we got an opportunity presented to us by, I almost want to say the brand.
Why
but
not?
I don't know. We got approached by like a pop brand. You know them. They're everywhere. Okay. We got approached by this big brand. And they, like, as you guys like know, me and Fran do a lot of like press sort of stuff, like coverage, like hosting. Like that's like fun for us. Like it's cool. And they recognize that in us. And they said that they wanted us to almost be like the social media ambassadors at their faces of the brand over the summer at the events, just for the brand's socials in general. Kind of like what we do at like keeping it on location stuff, or like when we go and interview businesses or like go to events and like are on location, right? We're like, that's fucking like, we were literally like, holy shit, like this is literally like perfect for us. And whatever, we hop on an initial call with like 2 people. Cool. They initially asked us what like our initial ideas were. We gave them like we spitballed some like on the actual call, and they really, it seemed like they really liked what we were saying. They're like, yeah, exactly. You're hitting the nail on the head. Like this is exactly what we want to hear. Keep in mind, we're both like professionally, we both work in marketing. Like we're not just like podcasters or like we have this background which like helps us leverage ourselves, and like these brands are like, oh shit, yeah, that's a good idea. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like we have that side of it. So after that initial call, they're like, okay, like send us your creative ideas like in a doc, and like we'll go through it. So at that point, we were like so excited. Like we knew, like obviously they were investing in us. Like so we're like, let's just send them our creative ideas. So we took some time to jot all of our creative ideas down on a Google Doc and sent it to them. I'm not going to say they were like revolutionary ideas that they would have never been able to come up with themselves. They probably
haven't done it,
but they haven't done it yet, right? They gave us the kind of like cliff notes of like what they wanted, and then we like kind of like streamlined it and like drew it out on like a strategy. We sent it to them. They loved the idea. Cool, we love this, blah blah blah. Let's hop on another call to like figure out like next steps. Like we were moving forward with this. At this point, I did ask them, and I emailed them like, hey, what are you exactly thinking for like the investment in this? Like what is your budget? And they told us, and we were like, okay, like that's like fine. Like we definitely want to negotiate and like try for more. But like even if this was the only budget they had, we would have done it because it was still a very good budget, and like this was our
good opportunity.
Yeah, it was just a good opportunity. But I also said like, will there be a contract? They're like, yeah. So we hop on another call, and this is like not even a week before like it's supposed to start. Like this whole like thing was supposed to start. There was going to be an event while I was in LA, and I was going to get off the plane from LA and then go to this event. Like that's what I literally told the guy that I would do that. And like we were committed to doing this. So after that call that we had, like the second call that we had, basically where we were asking all the questions, like, are you guys going to provide us equipment? Like, should we do this, that? Like we were just like streamlining the logistics of everything now that we knew they liked our ideas. And they were like, yeah, send us a proposal. So we're like, okay, so now we got to send them a proposal. So like by proposal, meaning like
they know what proposal is.
Yeah, but I mean like not like, because we already sent the creative ideas. Proposal was like
budget,
our
schedule,
the project management of it, all of our ideas like laid out. Like this will be this week. This will be like basically project manage the whole thing on this proposal.
Strategy, basically.
Yeah, a content strategy and project timeline. We send it to them. And the first event was July 1st. It was supposed to be July 1st, Canada Day. It was like one of the big events. And it was approaching July 1st. And we're like, we're not hearing back. Followed up, not hearing back. Followed up again. Didn't hear anything back.
Basically,
this was basically like it was past Canada Day now. It was way past Canada Day. We're like, what the fuck is going on here? Then we saw that they posted like a recap video of one of the events, and they had like social ambassadors there.
Yeah, they had used some
random people. Like they weren't like they I guess they weren't doing faces of the brand anymore, like because they're clearly not doing that. Yeah. Like from what I see. But the fact that like I told you the whole story because like it was a legit process. Like that's why like I'm trying to give ourselves credit, because like I was kind of like beating myself down. Like why the fuck didn't I say no, we need a contract before we send you even our creative ideas written down? You can spitball them, cool. But like before we even send you our creative ideas written down, we need a contract in place here. I need to know what the budget is. Like this is taking my time. And then to send them a fucking proposal too and take up our time. I was literally taking the meeting from my car. Like we were like busy. Like this is a busy summer. It's a busy time. Like we were planning my bridal shower. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was just, so I was beating myself down a bit. I'm like, how did I know this shit. But it was a big opportunity and like a big brand, guys, like a big brand. And then at the end of the day, they just ghost us. And I'm like, how the fuck could you do that? How could you not even like message and just be like,
because they do not give a fuck. But it goes to show like, yeah, okay, maybe the budget we gave them or like the price point for us we gave them was too high for them, but I actually don't care. Like I'm done having imposter syndrome when it comes to things like things I want or like the podcast, even work, even like just my personal development. Cause it's like, why have like you are who you are. You know what you bring to the table. You know what skills you have. You know your strengths. And it's like if you don't try to like even highball yourself, you'll never get the bigger things that you want because you're always lowballing yourself and you're always being like, actually, I'm worth this. So you're gonna get the thing, and that's fine if you like first start to attract those things, but like you need to eventually like start being like, okay, I'm not here anymore. Now I'm like up here.
but that's also part of the negotiation process, right? If they told me like, yeah, our budget for this is X, I'll be like, okay, we want Y. Okay, we can meet you at Z. Okay, that's part of the negotiation. Like we gave them like that's part of how it goes. We gave them a number higher than what they said, being okay with if they came a little bit lower. You know what I mean? But like if that's what deterred them, obviously it's like that's just not professional. It's not like how you do things. But it's just I don't know. I want to tell this story because like we usually don't talk about like the things that go on behind the scenes like this because it's like whatever. Like everyone, there's so many people now who like get brand deals, this that, like you know how it goes. But like if you're even if you're a smaller, like yeah, especially if you're a smaller creator, but you don't even have to be a creator. Like this can be in your professional life, this can be in whatever career you do. Don't let people take advantage of you. Don't let people take advantage of how excited you are for an opportunity because like they will jump at that. Who knows? Maybe they took all of our ideas or our project timeline and put that somewhere else. That's what bothers me the most. So always advocate for yourself no matter what. Yeah. And that is the point here.
I do have another point, not to this point, but like for another point. The best advice that I've gotten, which is like kind of counterintuitive, I guess, to what I'm about to say, but the best advice I have gotten is be careful who you take advice from and only take advice from people that you would want to be like or that you like respect or value. And I'm taking that to heart and like I'm going with that because I'm the type of person, and Sam knows, I will tell my business to everybody. Like something will happen to me, I'm telling her, him, her, him. I just like input. I like people's opinions. What do you want? What do you have to say about this now that's happened to me? What do you think about this? What should I text this? That, and the other. I get different pieces of advice from people. From fucking Joe, from Harry, from Dick, from all these people. And then I take this advice and it's clouding my own judgment of like what I want to like do or say or think. And then I'm like, well, she said this advice, he said that. And some advice can be like totally opposite from the other person's advice. Anyways, I came to the conclusion where it's like, and this sounds rude, but I'm not trying to be rude when saying it. It's like I have to look at the people who I'm telling this to and be like, do I want to be like you? Do I like your life?
But it's not really about, I don't agree with that. It's not like, do I want to be like you?
But like, do I have the same
do I like your life?
No, not like your life. Do I have the same morals and values? And like, do I respect the person that you are to take your advice? Because if I don't respect the person that you are, your actions, your morals, your values, like, yeah, it doesn't mean your advice is not like not relevant or like it sucks.
But no, but that is the case. Your advice might not be
relevant to me, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that your wisdom, like you're not wise, you don't have the wisdom or the knowledge. It's like your case or your advice is not relevant to me because like I'm not like you. I don't have the same values.
But it's not even that either. It's also like you can go to different people for different advice based on what their strengths are. So like if I want advice on like investing, I am probably gonna go to someone who's like a lot older than me and ask them what they've done because they've been through it. They've probably made mistakes before and they can give me sound advice based on that. Mm-hmm. But like if I want advice on like, I don't know, like what's trending on TikTok, I'm not going to go and ask my mom. Like, hey mom, what do you think is trending on TikTok? What TikTok trend should we do today? Like, I think like it's fine to ask for advice. I think that's what friends and family are for. But like, I think you need to think about who you're asking advice
That's what I'm
to.
saying. Like, it clouds your judgment. I do it a lot. I ask a bunch of people, then I lose my own. What does Fran actually think about the
It's actually fun.
situation
That
and
makes me
want to
think of
do?
that makes me think of when you ask me for advice about like dating, and I'm like, I don't
Okay,
know.
so I was going. Yeah, I don't know why I asked you also because no offense, I was thinking about it. I'm like, you won't know. You've been with the same person for 12 years. Like your reception of something isn't your like perception of something is gonna be different because you're like, oh, just do this. I'm like, well, maybe you would do that because you've been in a relationship and you haven't been single
So
and
don't
like
fucking ask me.
I'm not. But anyways, I had asked one of my friends for advice on dating, and after asking her, and she gave me an answer that kind of I was like, why am I asking you? Like, you do this, you treat guys like shit. No offense, like you're not very nice. You kind of are just you have the mentality of like fuck man. Eh. So I'm like, why am I asking you? So like I don't know that is what made me kind of think like I need to be careful who I'm asking for advice. Also, I would love to talk about dating on this podcast, but I don't feel like I should.
Why?
I don't know.
I like talking about it.
Maybe I will in next episode. We can have a whole episode because like I would love to talk about like my journey, and I think people could relate like starting to actually date again after being in a long term relationship. Because I'm actively like trying. Not oh my god, I'm here like ready to mingle, but like you know what I mean. I'm starting to kind of like get out of my like okay shell a little bit, and it's interesting. I've been documenting actually things that like I've realized, and maybe next episode I can like go through my document and get maybe your
You have a document.
I know like what I'm feeling like and what like the perceptions that like what I'm realizing like it's just like fun. I don't know. It's fun to like realize these things about dating. I haven't had any stories yet, but I'm sure I will. So we can have a whole episode on that. But like you can't relate to that because you've been
I can still relate. I think I can provide good advice because like I've been in a successful relationship.
Yeah,
Not necessarily on like dating multiple people at the same time, but like I could be someone who I don't warm up very quick.
I
It
don't
could take me
either.
6 months for you to fully like tear my walls down. And maybe the other person who's been dating me for 3 months is like, okay, like, are we dating yet? And I'm just like, no. It's like you have to have that conversation. Like, you can't just assume like, okay, we're dating now.
No.
We're boyfriend girlfriend. Like, no, you can't.
And I have to be comfortable. What I realized I have to be comfortable. If somebody does like this or touches me, like I need to be really comfortable with you because I've like had like an actual reaction. Where I'm kind of like, don't touch me. But sometimes it's like, okay, yeah, maybe like you can break that barrier. If I'm really comfortable with you, then like, yeah, I like it. It's just weird. It's weird when you like actually start to realize like who you like and don't like, and like your body tells you. Someone goes like this to you and you fucking jump. Clearly you don't like that person. You know what I mean?
You know what I think could be fun if we read some of our ChatGPT prompts.
So right now we have.
I know
time.
Fran's are fucking unhinged.
Oh, I don't want to. Recently, even my notes are kind of like a little bit weird. What are my notes? No,
ChatGPT knows way too much about me, like truly. Why don't we do this? Let's ask ChatGPT based on everything that we've talked to you about.
Oh my
like
God,
summarize me. Okay. Based on everything that we've talked about up to this point, can you summarize me in one paragraph? I'm going to read it out on the podcast for my listeners. I'm someone who's built a career in marketing and project management, but at my core, I'm all about creativity, You're not even listening.
Yeah, go.
But at my core, I'm all about creativity, connection, and keeping things real. I've managed not just about my work.
Just all work driven. Okay, go.
I'm someone who's always chasing growth, balance, and experiences that feel meaningful, whether that's through my career and creative projects or in everyday things like fitness, wellness, and building a life I love. I'm a Libra, which probably explains why I'm thoughtful, a little indecisive, and always trying to find harmony. But I've also got that Virgo streak that makes me detail-oriented and organized. I care deeply about connection with my family, my sister who I co-host a podcast with, my partner who I'm planning a wedding with, and the community I'm building around wellness and creativity. I can be ambitious and structured, but I also love leaning into fun, humor, and not taking life too seriously. Whether that's talking honestly about the ups and downs of health, dreaming big about future goals, or just sharing real, unfiltered moments, at the end of the day, I'm someone who wants to create, to grow, and to connect with people in ways that feel authentic and lasting.
Ambitious, thoughtful, constantly evolving, balancing a strong drive for independence with a deep care for connection. You got a creative, I can't even fucking say that word, entrepreneurial streak, especially with your vision for building a dog business and your podcast. In dating, you're learning to trust your intuition, respect your own boundaries, and seek out connections that feel easy and energizing rather than draining. You're detail-oriented, sometimes overthink because you care so much about getting things right in your schedule, but you do also have a playful side. that comes alive in experiences and relationships. At your core, you are loyal and authentic, and you're in a season of building a life that aligns more with who you truly are. I actually love that. Okay, I'm gonna say roast me in one sentence. In one sentence.
Wow, the roast is bigger than the.
Here you go.
You're basically
no, one sentence. Say.
No, you're basically the human version of a perfectly curated Google Calendar. Color. Listen to
Mine is so rude. I said roast me in one sentence. Do that instead. You're a perfectionist control freak who overplans every detail of your life and even your love life and still manages to spiral into chaos because you don't stop second guessing yourself.
Oh my God, that is so true. Oh my God, thank God. Dude, thank
That
you,
is
ChatGPT.
so
That's always
mean.
what I've wanted to say to her, but like,
I can't believe I literally just said you overplan every detail of your life and your love life.
it's true.
That is so fucking
Wait, let me
rude.
read that again. You're a perfectionist control freak who overplans every. You are. That is so true, dude.
Let me read yours.
Hold on.
I want to read yours. Like, I want to read it to you.
No,
Let me
I
just
want
read
to read my
Sam,
own.
the podcast is ending. We got to
Now
leave.
roast me in one sentence.
Let me read it to you.
My ChatGPT is nice to me. Don't prompt it to say. What did you say?
It's the same thing. You're a control freak in denial, obsessing over balance, protein, and aesthetics while still spiraling in. I can't even finish it. You're a control freak in denial, obsessing over balance, protein, and aesthetics while still spiraling in indecision about literally everything. You take 20 minutes to decide between rice or potatoes for dinner. That's so good. That's so good. Oh my God, guys. Okay, maybe every episode we'll read one ChatGPT prompt because that's fucking jokes.
Do you really think I'm a control freak though? Like, I don't think I am. Have you met my sister? No,
Are
seriously.
you asking ChatGPT if you met me?
Fair point. Compared to your sister, you probably don't feel like a control freak at all. But here's the thing. You're not a control freak in the my way or the highway sense. You're more of a structured fixer. You like things to have order, flow, and intention. It's less about controlling people and more about controlling chaos so you feel balance. Do you want me to roast your sister too for contrast?
What the
Yes. Based on everything I've told you about her. Your sister is the type who swears she's go with the flow, but is actually just chaotic with better branding. She'll clown on you for overthinking, then turn around and make 10 impulsive decisions in a row and somehow still expect you to clean up the mess. Bro, that is so
Okay, I'm going to ask
true.
you. Roast my sister based on everything I've told you about her. Roast my sister, Sam. The last thing, guys. Sam sounds like the type who will give you advice with full confidence and turn around and not take her own, basically running her life like a chaotic Pinterest board that never makes it past the idea stage. Okay, do savage sister roast.
Okay, why? That's not good enough? No, you're
Here
rude.
she comes now.
Okay.
Basically, the girl who swears she's. Sam is basically the girl who swears she's a main character, but secretly lives like an unpaid extra. Loud opinions, zero follow through, and somehow always manages to make herself the victim in situations she's created. That's not true, the last part.
I don't really think that that's true. I don't think I victimized
Sam,
myself.
are you? Okay, guys, we gotta stop because the podcast is done.
Okay. Anyways,
that was fun.
thank you guys for watching. We'll be back in another 2 weeks. Please like, subscribe, and do all that stuff. Being yourself should be good enough, and I think that's kind of like what ChatGPT said, a struggle. Like, being yourself should be good enough. And I think next time we come here, we're going to tell you guys a little story about how we auditioned for reality TV
Oh my
and made
God.
it through. And fuck it, we're just going to say it
Guys, we gotta get you to like rally
for
next
us
time.
because we've been this close 2 times.
We
Two
gotta-
times.
And we're trying it once more. 3rd time. And if
It's
we don't
a-
make it, it's done.
After the 3rd time, it's like you snooze, you lose. Like, you lost us. We're on to different things.
We would kill it at this show.
You
We would.
think take some guesses.
We would kill it. And it's not just like we want, like we would, like we're so like innately this mission that this show is. We are that. Like we just want to win together. Anyways, okay, guys, thank you guys for listening, watching, and stay tuned because we will be back. On your screens. Okay,
Bye.